You know, I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. You all seem really passionate about this stuff.
Monica really is a great leader!
Heh, you know it! Yuri and Natsuki also nod in agreement. I can't help but take note of each and every one of the others for a moment. They're all so different, yet they somehow all share each other's enthusiasm for the club. Yuri's obviously an overly cheerful klutz, is spelled with a K actually, so nothing's actually new there. Eli's a little dense, but I can tell he means well. Otherwise, I don't think he would have gone out of his way to help a friend. Yuri is a shy, timid bookworm from the looks of it, and certainly more mature than most of the other members. Natsuki's a little aggressive, but the other members seem to get along with her fine. And of course there's Monica, the club's president. It's clear she's an academic, even without considering all that stuff Sayori said about her when we met at lunch. Such different people, all somehow interested in a similar subject. I sort of find it intriguing in a way. Once again, I find it intriguing in a way. Although I'm not sure if I would ever be able to match their level of enthusiasm about this kind of stuff. What time even is it now? I only have 40 minutes left until work. If I don't start leaving now, then I'll really be late. I quickly stand up from my chair.
Is everything alright, Hallie?
Yeah. I thank you for answering my questions, and I appreciate all the hospitality. It was all really nice, but I need to start heading out now. I'm sorry. Grabbing my bag, I make my way towards the clubroom door.
Wait, one more thing before you go.
I stop in my tracks, awaiting what Monica has to say. She clears her throat, looking toward the other club members.
Okay, everyone. I want you all to remember tonight's assignment. Write a narrative poem to bring to the next meeting.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Hallie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Huh?
I'm sure whatever he writes, it'll be great. He'll dealing with his poem after all.
Wait, I never said I'd... Sayori, you don't have to go advertising that, you know.
You needed help from someone who wasn't even in the club. I didn't know you were so irresponsible.
Protests. Could you not? Look, it wasn't that way, Natsuki. You see... The room goes silent. About damn time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall saying that I joined the club. I came here to ask a couple questions, not to guarantee a full commitment.
Oh.
Monica, along with the rest of the club, stares back at me with dejected eyes. Ugh, of course this was gonna happen. Well, it's not like I didn't warn them. I told you my intentions as soon as I entered the room. There's no need to look so disappointed.
I'm sorry, I thought... You're right. I'm sorry, I just thought maybe...
The whole room goes silent. Seconds feel like entire minutes as the disappointment of each club member dampens the mood of the room. Even though what I said was true, I can't help but feel bad. Although I suppose there isn't much I could say that would remedy this situation without telling a lie. Bag in arm, I walk towards the clubroom door. Suddenly, Monica speaks up, stopping me in my tracks once more.
So, Hallie, I apologize if I'm asking this too late, but would you like to join our club?
I hesitate to answer. There's no good way of getting this out of this one, now is there? I let out a light sigh. How about this? I just need some time to think a few things over right now. So, you'll know my answer by tomorrow, okay? I have to run now. Sorry.
I knew it! It was clear from the start that he had no interest in this club. Natsuki. Am I wrong? He didn't care to stay after the festival, and then he has the nerve to up and leave after just a few minutes of being here. If you ask me, he seemed like such a total jerk. Natsuki, I assure you Hallie's super nice. Maybe he's just nervous about joining. If he was so nice, then why couldn't he just give us a clear answer? I bet you he only came for the cupcakes and left right after, just like the others. Natsuki, that's enough. I understand how you feel, but he's not like the others. He went out of his way to come see us today, and I promise you he was interested in the club. Hallie just needs some time to think this over. That's all.
Natsuki turns away from the group, grabbing her backpack by the closet.
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Can't say the same for Hallie. Eli, you talked to him earlier, correct? What did you think? About him, of course.
He seemed fine, I guess. I'm surprised he even showed up today, if I was to be honest.
Why's that?
Well, it was a little hard to determine whether he's even interested in the club at first. When I talked with him, I was almost sure he wasn't interested in anything I had to say. It was like talking to a brick wall with him. But when I mentioned the club, he lightened up a bit. He seemed interested in our club, but when I asked if he wanted to join, he just kind of said, I don't know.
That's about what he said to me, too. I see.
If you ask me, I'd say your theory about him could be just about right.
I guess that's about what I was suspecting. Thank you, Eli.
With her answer supposedly satisfied, Monica walks over towards one of the desks in the front of the room.
So, do you believe he'll join the club?
I look over to Yuri, who I'm surprised didn't already take her leave yet. Unfortunately, I can only offer up a light shrug in response. There really isn't any telling that he'll be back at all. But I can't deny that there's always a chance, I guess. Yuri nods in understanding before heading out herself. I think we should start leaving soon as well, Sayori. I have quite the amount of homework that needs to be finished.
Right.
We'll see you tomorrow, Monica.
Bye-bye, you two.
Monica stays behind in the club as Sayori and I take our usual walk home. Alright, but now who are we? Today was a really long day, huh? Work, school, that club. I guess we're asshole MC. The only time I've left for myself is now, in the dead of midnight. That's not including the mere 45 minutes I spent in that detention room, of course. I was doing schoolwork the whole time. Productive day, at least. Maybe I could treat myself to a little TV before I head to bed. Assuming anything worth a shit's on, that is. Oh. 1 second. No, that's right. Yeah, because it is. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah. I grab my towel off the pole it rests on, using it to dry myself off. Once I'm adequately dried, I put on the pair of clothes I had waiting by the sink. I take the remote for the TV and begin aimlessly switching through the channels. The news, some crappy reality show, ads, whatever the hell this kid's TV show is. Why do I even bother? I leave the TV playing whatever damn channel I left it on and fall into my bed. What is there to do tomorrow? School, homework, housework, work itself. Maybe if I do my homework at lunch, I could buy myself some alone time tomorrow. Then I could, I look around my room searching for anything of interest. Nothing. Whatever, I'm sure I'll figure something out. After a few more minutes of staring at the ceiling, I decide it's best to just go to sleep. I grab the remote, shutting off the TV. That's when I notice my desk lamp's still on. Damn it, I really don't feel like getting up right now. Another few minutes go by before I finally give in and reluctantly pull myself off the bed. Reaching the desk, my hand hovers over the switch to turn the lamp off. However, I recognize one of the books I picked up from the library. I think I started reading it last week. It's hard to remember. I take the book, flipping to the page I left with a fold on the top right corner. Page 22 of the first chapter. I haven't even finished the first chapter yet. Scanning a little further into the book, I come to find that I'm just a few pages short of reaching chapter 2. Guess it couldn't hurt to catch up. As I read, I slowly start to realize that the plot's been building up to this, or what the plot's been building up to this whole time. At first I thought it was a little tacky with the romance, and by extension a little hard to read, but after finishing the first chapter, the story took a complete 180 into some depressive territory. It makes me wonder what kinds of narrative poems those club members would write. I close the book firmly, pushing it to the far side of my desk. Why do I care so much about that stupid club? It's not stupid. Tish, I bet it's because of all the guilt tripping they do to me. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even care for that place. It's not like there's anything I'd like there. It's not like I like them or anything. My mind goes blank for a moment. I subconsciously begin to take back each of those thoughts I had about the club. Almost as if two sides of me were split apart, each fighting for control. It's sort of like I'm nothing more than a spectator in my own body, just going with the flow. I'm unable to do any more than stare blankly at the ceiling, the tension in my throat growing more and more by each passing second. What a weird feeling. After a while, I can't help but spot a loose sheet in the stack of paper just on the side of my desk. I stared at it for a moment, eventually deciding to pull it out from the stack in front of myself. If I don't know, I suppose there's only one way to find out. I take a pen from my bag, and my hand now hovering over the blank sheet of paper. There's no telling whether it really was the guilt trip or not, but one thing's for sure. If I ever want to understand this mess, maybe I will just have to give it all a shot. More mysteries. Oh, boy.
You should be waiting down the hall and to the left, sir.
Are we the detective? Probably.
Hands in pocket, I scan each and every one of the damn room numbers. Eventually, I see the room, or the number that woman at the front told me about and head inside. Staring right back at me is one of my own guys. Tch, looks like his ass is covered head to toe in bruises, with a cast around his head and a boot.
Hey.
He fails to respond, staring. Oh, wait.
No, now we're someone else. This is someone else entirely. Okay, this is like the mob boss. How should I... Too many people, man.
Hey. He fails to respond, staring at me like I'm some sort of ghost or something. Clearly, he's too beaten up to give me a damn response. You answer back whenever I address you, you got that?
Hey.
What's that? Couldn't hear ya.
Hey, sir. I said hey. My jaw's still sore. It's a little hard to speak.
Tch. I take one of the chairs, setting it right beside the hospital bed. In my best attempt at a hushed voice, I decide to get this questioning rolling. So, how about you explain to me what the hell's going on? Who the hell else knows about this, and what did you tell the police?
See, it was, no, actually, I got it right.
You better answer me quick, or else I'll make you worse off than the other four. Now get a move on.
Just don't talk so loud, man. The walls in here are too thin. You'll hear you if you keep that voice up.
Whatever.
Look, I didn't tell those cops a thing. There's nothing to worry about.
Those cops are the least of my concerns right now, damn it. But
you said...
I take a moment to breathe in an attempt to calm myself. Look, I want to know why the hell all five of you turned up almost beaten to death.
That deal by the station. It was a trap, sir.
A trap by who?
I don't know.
What the hell do you mean you don't know? State your explanation, not a question.
Really, I don't.
Is everything okay in here?
Yes, everything's fine.
The nurse shoots us an awkward glance before exiting the room. Damn it, this really isn't the place to be asking these questions. But there's only so long I can stand by and wait then, or when 5 of my guys turn up in the hospital after 2 were arrested just days ago. Besides, there's no telling how long they got before the authorities find out about what they were really there for, either. Now you're going to tell me who did this, you got that? Just tell me what you know.
When I say I don't know, I mean I don't know. They're not a part of my or any family I know of.
So how many were there?
I'm not sure. I only saw one of them.
Only one of them?
Yeah. I thought it was just him, of course. Although it's not like I saw anyone else in the area, so who knows? All 5 of us were armed and we were watching different parts of the station to make sure no one popped in on us. But the only thing I remember is turning my back on the buyer for a second and seeing the 2 next to him already down on the ground. I'm sure this isn't the work of just the one guy, yet I just can't understand why they want to be so incognito about it. It just doesn't make any sense.
You know there's another thing that's been bothering me. How come you got out basically unscathed, yet the others didn't?
Well, you see... standing just away from where the deal is taking place, I take a much-needed piss behind some bushes. Man, I hate when we go for deals this late. I wanted to hold it in until we get back, but it's taking so damn long. If this goes on for any longer, we're going to have to delay the next meet even further. At that point, we might as well count ourselves out of a whole buyer. There's no way the boss would be happy with that.
Oi, that guy still on price yet or what?
Oh, I guess this is still me. Hey, you guys hear me or what? The nerve of some people. I pull up the zipper on my pants, grabbing my bat off the floor. Afterwards, I turn away from the bushes, walking back over to where the deal's taking place. You guys are saying something. You guys got ears or what?
Huh? On the floor lies the bodies of two of my buddies. The buyer nowhere to be seen. What the hell happened here? I run over to where they lie. You alright, man? Hey! His arms are clearly dislocated with a massive bruise on the side of his head. I shake his body, but it seems he's already unconscious. Damn it! Suddenly I hear what sounds like a thud to my left. That's where the other two should be. I quickly raise my bat over my shoulder with both hands, looking towards the other direction of the sound. Hey, what's going on? No response. Answer me already, I'm tired of this silent bullshit. No response. Guess I don't have much of a choice. I begin to walk over to where I heard the noise, checking my front and the back at all costs. It's clear that the others were ambushed, but by who? This was supposed to be a secure deal. We had 2 people scouting the area in the very case that someone decided to stick their fucking noses where they shouldn't be. So where the hell are they? Exclamation on the question. And where the hell are the other 2? I continue walking towards where I heard the noise, checking my left and my right over and over. My hands remain firmly gripped on the bat, but my breathing's all over the place. Whatever, as long as I can beat these motherfuckers to death, that's all that matters. After a few more steps, I can finally see the others. What? I stop in my tracks, my face frozen in shock. They got taken out too? What? How? But there's no one around. Where the hell are...
You let your guard down.
Huh? God! A sudden punch to the side of my head knocks me down to the ground. Oh! Who the hell are you? And what happened to the others? The guy kicks me back to the ground, pushing his shoe deep onto my skull.
You're loud.
Oh! Get off me! He continues to press my head into the pavement further before finally speaking up.
I need you to answer a few things for me. So you ready to talk now? Or are you going to run away like last time?
Oh! Last time? The hell does he mean by that? Fuck you!
That wasn't a request.
Oh! He stomps his foot on my left hand, causing a sharp pain to sting throughout. I try to move my hand, but I can barely manage even the slightest of movements. Is it broken? The man flips some coin which lands just beside my head. It lands tail side up. He lets out a sigh.
Unlucky. Oh well. You can't shake the stubbornness of a hardened street criminal after all.
His voice. It sort of seems familiar. I just can't tell from where.
Look, assuming the others aren't already dead, you can just join them in prison after we're done. So how about you stop wasting my time?
Wait, I think I know. It's that same guy we ran into at the other deal a couple days ago.
The same guy?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. It has to be.
From what he said, it's clear that this wasn't some attack by a rival family, which begs the question of who this guy even is even more. And what exactly makes you so sure it's that guy who happened to cross us twice? He might have been alone on a deal last week, but there's no way he could take on all 5 of you alone.
I still don't know if he was actually alone or not. All I know is that he's the only one I could see or hear at the time.
Fine then. Were you able to make out any details about this guy?
Well, the area we were in was pretty dark, so my details might be a little off. But I was able to see that he had white hair and was maybe a little over average height. He had some cloth covering his lower face, and his eyes weren't visible enough for me to notice any color in them. The only other thing I could say is that he sounded very uninterested in being there, but also confident that he knew exactly how to get what he wanted. Right after I answered his last question, he knocked me out without even the slightest warning.
I see. Those details aren't really all that useful. I've seen my fair share of guys with white hair in this type of work.
Oh, and I'm sure he couldn't have been older than his early 20s or so.
What?
Yeah, surprised me too. Maybe he's some new guy in another family or something, I don't know.
You mean to tell me it was some kid who took you all out?
Not exactly. I still don't know who took out the rest of them.
Even if there were others, you still got taken out by him. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
God damn it. How does some kid get the jump on one of my guys so easily? They're so fucking useless. I need to let the chairman know about this ASAP. Knowing that there's likely some group out there targeting us is concerning, to say the least. Let alone how some newbie of all people is the one giving us these issues in the first place.
Oh yeah, How are the others doing?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I was only allowed to visit you. If I had to take a guess, they're probably at least alive.
Oh, that's good.
The door suddenly opens once again, revealing an officer. What does he want?
You, sir. What's your relation to this man?
Relation? He's just a friend of mine. Met him at a cookout once. Is there a problem?
No. Unfortunately, something's come up and we're going to have to cut visiting hours short.
Oh, what might that be?
I cannot disclose that information, sorry.
Right. I'll be on my way now if that's the case. Thank you.
Thank you for your understanding, sir.
You get better now, all right. See ya.